Hello everyone, it's Jeff. It's been a very busy week again. I know I haven't made a video all week until today, and today's Friday. Reasons for that are myriad. First of all, my daughter Molly graduated 8th grade this week, so that was pretty fantastic. And there will be a party for her this weekend. Obviously, work and other life commitments always get in the way. So, what are you going to do? This is a second in a once in a while series called Tales from the Estate Sale, because me and her went to two estate sales this morning. And it's driving through pouring rain, but we made it there fine, and we were still able to stay pretty dry, so that was nice. The second estate sale was a total bust. It was one house. It was like it wanted to be a block sale, but it really wasn't. One house was actually doing an estate sale, and two others down the way from them had garage sales. The garage sales had nothing. The house with the estate sale had many boxes of records, but they were almost all jazz. And like, not the kind of jazz that I am into. A lot of Louis Armstrong, a lot of Duke Ellington, a lot of, and there were even a couple of 78s. There was a 78 of Glenn Miller, the Glenn Miller Orchestra. And I ended up not getting anything at that sale. I mean, the price was right. You know, it was like $1 a record. No, it was $2 a record. And yeah, it turned out to be a total bust. But the first one we went to was a lot nicer, because there were this ties into my rant video, so get ready. We walk in, and it's raining pretty heavily out. The sale had just started. There was only like 1 or 2 other people in there besides us. There was no crowd, which was nice. So we walk in, and this lady greets us, and she's like, "Oh, this is here, that's there, and these rooms are all open, blah, blah, blah." And I said, okay. I asked her if she had records, and she goes, "Yeah, in the corner right there is the special records. They're special." And in the back, there were 3 other boxes that were just $1 a piece. But these ones up front, because she did research, so these have different prices on them. They're individually priced. I was like, okay. So I looked at the special records first, and they were charging, they wanted $16 for the Grease soundtrack. If I had a nickel for every time I've come across the Grease soundtrack, I could retire. Same with the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. They wanted $15 for that. Come on. They were fairly common records. They had Joe Cocker's Mad Dogs and Englishmen, Benefit by Jethro Tull. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. So I didn't get any out of the special pile. But I went back to where the other boxes of records were, and there were 3. And there were a lot of Neil Diamond, a lot of Tom Jones, a lot of Sonny and Cher, and just Cher. They were tempting, but I had to pass. But tucked in among all those records, I did find a couple. I actually found 4. I would have found more, but the condition on a lot of these records weren't not that good at all. And I was actually kind of mad, because I found a copy of Backdoor Men by the Shadows of Night, which is one that I've been looking for a while. It was on the Dunwich label. It looked like an original copy, but the condition of the record was just too bad. It was just covered with scratches, and I knew you can't fix that, so I had to pass on it, even for $1. Because the records in these boxes were $1 a piece. So I had to pass. You know, even for $1, I wasn't gonna buy a record that's just not gonna be playable or any good. But that one's been on my mental want list for a while, so I was a little sad about that. But I did find a copy of this, the Moody Blues to Our Children's Children. This was the only album of theirs that I was missing out of their classic period from 67 to 72. I've got all their other ones except this one. So when I saw this, I thought, okay, for $1. This doesn't have any hits on it. I don't really know too much from this album. Here's the back cover. Actually, I can show you the back. It just kind of folds out like this. But the record itself is in very nice shape. It is on the Threshold record label. It's one of the cooler looking record labels, I think. And yeah, it's the Moody Blues. I know it's going to be pretty good, even if I'm not as familiar with the music. You know, looking at the titles of the songs, I really don't know, but we'll give this one a go. So I'm glad to find that. Where can I put this? I'll just put this here. Then I found a copy of Carly Simon's No Secrets. This is another fairly common record. But for $1, I figured what the heck. You know, some classic 70s material on this. And it's got the nice inner sleeve with the lyrics. And of course, Butterfly Electra label. And this record is in very nice shape also. They'll need cleaning, but you know, they're not covered with scratches, so that's a good thing. And then I found the faces. A nod is as good as a wink to a blind horse. So Stay With Me is the big hit off of this record, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I was pretty nice to come across this one. It's a green label, Warner Brothers, also in very nice shape. And probably the one that I was most excited about finding, I guess, even though it's got writing all over the cover, is this Paul McCartney's live album that he when he played in Russia. And it's got, somebody wrote on the cover, it says Mr. Tim or Jim, greetings from Soviet Peace Community and Union of Soviet Writers. And then it's got all these signatures on it. So I don't know what all these people are, but everything's written in Russian, so I can't tell you exactly what these songs are. So I'm gonna have to play this album. But I was really excited when I opened this up because this record is just about mint. Like I said, everything is in Russian, even the label. I'm trying to show this without a lot of glare. There we go. So yeah, I've seen this album, or I've heard about this album. I never had come across a Russian copy. I don't know if was this released in America? Does anybody else know? Let me know in the comments if you know anything about this record. So yeah, I was pretty happy to find those four, and for $1 a piece, can't go wrong, right? So yeah, it turned out to be not a total bust, but something worth going to. And as you can see from all of these CDs I've got here, I'll just turn the camera. I'm in the process of getting rid of all of the CD cases, and I'm putting everything in this. Well, I'm not going to pull out and show you, it's too big. It's just a giant booklet where I can keep the discs, and I'm getting rid of all the jewel cases just to kind of condense the collection down and put all the CDs in one place. So that's another reason why I wasn't able to make any videos this week. it took me like a whole day just to alphabetize everything, pulling all the CDs, you know, getting them all together, alphabetizing them, sorting them, you know, so that's why everything is stacked here. And then I started going through them and putting them in the book. So I think I'm up to H. I think H is where I'm at in the alphabet. So I have to finish this by the weekend because I got to get all this cleared out for the party. So after I'm done with this video, this is what I'll be doing. I don't really have enough material for a spin zone. I'm hoping maybe if I can squeeze one in maybe later today. If not, I'll have to wait till next week because I've only played a couple records. I don't really have enough to talk about yet, so that's gonna have to wait. Yeah, I've got a couple of CD racks here, and I've got a couple of boxes like these for CD storage, but I don't really know what to do with them. I hate to throw them away. The racks I've got are actually pretty nice. I'm actually probably going to keep them for a while. I'm not going to just throw them away. If there are any local VCers, you could have them. It's not something that I can really mail to somebody. Yeah. So who do I know who's local to me? Sean? Russ? Who else is local to me in the VC? Do you guys want some CD racks? Let me turn the camera here. I don't know if you can see those right there. See those two? One is a double rack and the other one's a single. But yeah, they're too nice to just throw away, so I'll put them in storage if nothing else. But if anybody's interested in them who's local to me, they can just come and get them for free. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for me for now. I'm running a 300 subscriber contest. I started that up last weekend, and so far I think I have 9 entries so far. So that's pretty good. Thank you everybody for making a video and entering. And there's still plenty of time for everyone else to enter if they want to. It's very simple. Just answer 3 questions, make a video and post it, and you're in. So yeah, yeah, I guess that's about it. So peace everyone. I will talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching, liking and commenting. I always love your comments. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Take care.